Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. Today, we have some fantastic schools here. My name is Greg. I'll be your facilitator. And before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. Your camera and your microphone are both off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. Please communicate with them using the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen to type any questions to our presenters at any time. If you have a particular question for a particular school or university, please include that in your question as well. As a reminder, this is one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Virginia, and I'll put that information into the chat. Please check the chat often, as our presenters can put website addresses and contact information there as well. We'll now turn it over to our first presenter, Centra College.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Caitlin Bosley, and I'm the enrollment coordinator at Centra College. Centra College is located in Lynchburg, Virginia, so in Central Virginia, and we actually specialize in nursing programs. We were previously called Centra College of Nursing and have recently changed our name to Centra College. We have 4 nursing programs currently, ranging from about 6 weeks long all the way up until 2 years long. So we have a CNA program, so a certified nurse assistant, and then we have a licensed practical nurse program, an associate's program, which is the RN program, and then our RN to BSN program. We are also looking at potentially adding a 5th program for nursing that could be a really good LPN to BSN kind of bridge program, but that one is still in the works. So that's what really makes us unique, is that we specialize in nursing right now. So some of our programs, like our CNA and our LPN programs, do not require any prerequisites. So you could come straight out of high school into those programs and start your nursing career very early on. Our ADN program and our BSN program do require prerequisites, but it's only about 5 classes for the ADN program and about 7 or 8 prerequisite courses for our BSN program. So we have about 350 students total. So we are a small school, and all of our faculty are registered nurses. So they can answer all of your questions throughout the program. You would be very involved in clinicals and simulation labs throughout the way. What's really great is for our ADN program, it's 2 years long. At the end, you'd become a registered nurse. And then our BSN program is built for working nurses. So you would be 2 years in the classroom for our ADN, and you can continue on with our BSN program and actually be working throughout that second half. Our Centra College alumni that graduate from our ADN program and that go into our BSN program also get 50% off of tuition. So we treat our alumni very well, and they can be working, like I said. So with working and 50% off of tuition, your bachelor's degree comes at a really good cost there too. So I will go ahead and send it on to the next school.
Thank you very much. We'll now pass it off to Roanoke College.
Hi, everyone. My name is Johnny. I am an admissions counselor here at Roanoke College. I actually graduated from Roanoke about 2 years ago or so fairly new to the whole admissions game, but so far so good. So I'm going to quickly go through what Roanoke is all about. So we are a smaller private liberal arts college in Virginia. We're located in Salem, Virginia, which is actually only a 10-minute drive from downtown Roanoke, which I will be showing you guys a couple of pictures in a little bit. So a little bit about our area. As I said, we're located in a friendly little town in Salem, Virginia. If you're not familiar with the area, the Appalachian Trail is only a 5-minute drive from campus. So you can see the gorgeous mountains all over campus. Also, my background is part of campus as well. So beautiful area. But then if you're also more into the city vibes, more that kind of style, we also have the, downtown Roanoke, only a 10-minute drive from campus. So really awesome opportunities there, internship opportunities, outdoor recreation, and a lot of different things for our students. Then a little bit of our student body. We have about 2,000 students enrolled on campus. And so you find different students from 39 states, 31 countries. So fairly on the smaller side, we have an average class size of 18 students and student faculty ratio to 13 to 1. And so, that is very important if you're wanting that mentorship element. Mentorship is a huge deal for us. So if you're looking for a smaller environment to get attention outside and inside of the classroom at all times, definitely Roanoke is a good option for you to take a look into. We have a bunch of different majors, but if I have to let you guys know, on our top majors is probably business administration, computer science, psychology, communication studies is also a good one. I say communication studies also because I was a comm major at Roanoke. But yeah, so a little bit of everything. A lot of our students double major, minor, concentration. So there's a lot of different opportunities for you to take advantage of that way. And then we do have a core curriculum because we are liberal arts. And so normally, colleges with core curriculums will tell you that these are the courses that you'll need in order to build different skills, which is 100% true. But normally these are very boring. But what Roanoke College does instead is interest-based topics. And so instead of taking Stats 101, you'll be able to take statistics and sports. And so it's really, really cool to be able to dive into things that you are interested in and build different skills that way. And then a little bit of what we offer at Roanoke as well is real world experiences. And I think that's something that a lot of our students take advantage of, especially these 5. And a lot of our students take advantage of all of them. But we have creative works, research, internship, service learning, and my favorite one is study abroad. So if you guys have questions about that, I'd be more than happy to answer any of those for you. And then this is just a slide to see, what our alumni currently working for, the grad school applications and stuff like that, replacement numbers, sorry. And to give you guys a very good percentage, we actually 95% of our students will get placed in a job that requires them to have a bachelor degree within 6 months after graduating from Roanoke College. So we really, really put in, that average is very important for us. And then a little bit of everything you can join. We have over 100 clubs that you're able to join, anything from Nerf gun club to cheese board club. Literally, there's a little bit of everything for everyone. We are also NCAA Division III. And so we have 22 athletic teams. We recently added wrestling and men's volleyball as well, which is very exciting. And then a little bit of our financial aid. This is a lot of information, I know. So if you guys have any questions about this, please let us know. But, we do give merit awards to our students based on your GPA, SAT scores. We're also test optional. So if you wanted to apply that way as well, that is totally okay. And that wouldn't affect your merit award negatively at all. And then we also have competitive scholarships as well for art students, choir and music as well. And then we also have work studies available. So literally a bunch of different opportunities that we take advantage of for sure. And then this is, you can apply through a common app or just a regular application on our website. And then you can see here a little bit of our application deadlines as well. And then last but not least, this is my information. If you guys have any further questions, please let me know. Again, sorry, that was my dog barking in the background. It happens too often, but so just my information there if you guys need any further information about Roanoke. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll pass it away on to the next presenter.
Thank you very much. We'll now pass it off to Randolph-Macon College.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. My name is Erin Slater. I'm the Director of Admissions at Randolph-Macon. I'm really excited to be here with you today to talk a little bit about RMC, which Randolph-Macon is short for. So if you hear me say RMC, same place, I assure you. Randolph-Macon was founded in 1830 as an all-male institution in Boynton, Virginia, but moved to Ashland, which is just north of Richmond and about 90 miles south of Washington, D.C. So really amazing location. We are an institution grounded in the liberal arts with approximately 1,600 students in total. 53% of our students are female and 47% male. 78% of our students come from inside of the state of Virginia. And so a few additional quick facts I'd love to address. We have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, an average class size of 16, and over 50 different majors, minors, and pre-professional programs, with some of our most popular being business, education, cybersecurity, criminology, psychology, and pre-med. So at this point, it would be a missed opportunity for me not to mention that while new, a very popular major of ours is our direct entry Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program. And we're really, really excited about that. One of the really interesting facts about RMC is that we run on a 4-1-4 academic calendar. So that means for us that 4 months of our fall semester, or 4 classes, as our students will say, 1 month January term, or 1 class in the J term, and then 4 months in the spring semester, or 4 classes. And so the 4-1-4 academic calendar. And I bring up January term simply because there are so many amazing opportunities that our students are able to take part in during J term. Students are able to study abroad. And as you can see, about 35% of our students take part in study abroad. It's a really important student experience to us. Students can take classes or just 1 class, whether it be 1 intensive course, something you're really busy with in the spring semester and want to put into January term to sort of lighten the load, if you will, or an intensive course that's maybe math and not your strong suit. And I say that lovingly, as it was not mine either. And I did this exact thing. And so where I could just focus in on the 1 course. The other thing is that students will take part in is our internships. And so it's a really great segue to our Edge Career Center, which is the number 13 career center in the nation, according to the Princeton Review. Our Career Center not only helps our students get internships during J term, but all year long. Resume writing workshops, student employment, graduate school admissions applications, and just so much more. So at this point, I'm sure you're thinking, that's great. How do I apply? What happens next? And so, great question. We're a member of the Common Application, and we have our own application as well. So either works, and we just ask that students submit the application with their essay, high school transcripts, as well as the school profile, and at least 1 letter of recommendation. As of last year, Randolph-Macon went test optional, so we're really excited to offer that again this year. And so if you choose to submit the test, we'll review it. If you don't, that's okay too. So there's no harm either way. As you can see on the screen, we have over 100 clubs and organizations, and so 18 varsity athletic teams, fraternities and sororities, and we are a residential campus. And so I bring all of this up because I ask that you note our students are busy, and we know that you are busy also. And we make a commitment to our students when we're reviewing the application to look at everything. It's called a holistic review. So we're looking at academics, we're reading that essay, we're taking into consideration everything that you're doing outside of the classroom. And then we take all of that into consideration, making the decision, but also when reviewing for merit-based scholarships. So it's really important for you to put all of that in there. I always say to my students, help us, help you. We really want to get to know you better because we want to make sure that, yes, academics, yes, merit scholarships, but also just fit, but not just on our side, but we want to make sure that you are feeling a good fit with RMC too. So just so you know, our early action deadline date is coming up, and that is November 15th. That is just the application deadline date. So students, you have some time to submit your materials, which is by December 1st. If you cannot get all of that in by the end of the year, that's okay too. We have a regular decision deadline date at the in 2022, which is March 1st. So either way, we're really excited to work with you. And if you have any questions, I'm here. So please let us know how we can help. Thank you.
Thank you, Randolph-Macon College. We'd now like to turn it over to the Art Institute of Virginia Beach.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is Anile Love, and I am a college representative for the Art Institute of Virginia Beach. And let me just put it onto the big screen here. So the Art Institute of Virginia Beach, or just the Art Institute in general, is a college of the commercial and applied arts. And we have several locations, of course, in Virginia. The closest one is in Town Center of Virginia Beach. So for those of you that have visited us in Town Center, we're actually right in the heart of Virginia Beach. We're around a lot of great restaurants, a lot of great venues. The reason being is because our curriculum matches all of those different industries at our schools. We also have the big sister campus, I call her the big sister campus, which is the Art Institute of Atlanta, which the Virginia Beach is a branch campus of. But we also have the Texas networks, which is Austin, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio, as well as the Florida sector, which is Miami, Tampa. And of course, we do have online because that's just how the climate is when it comes to, anything dealing with, our community nowadays. So the fields of study that we go into in the commercial arts, obviously we have culinary arts with baking and pastry and the savory side as well. We also have digital photography, graphic and web design, which is more on the media arts side. We also have fashion marketing, merchandising, and fashion design, as well as media arts and animation. The difference between our college around here in the Virginia Beach area, or just the Hampton Roads area in general, is that we're very small and we're very creative. We're about 450 students at max enrollment. And the reason being is because a lot of our industries are very hands-on. We have to work with our hands a lot with all of the different programs that I mentioned. I did mention we are a national network of schools, so a lot of our schools work well with each other. Some schools might have some resources that we need to borrow, especially in the Atlanta school, which is the biggest school out of all of our systems. And if we want to be more innovative with our programs, we always kind of see what the Atlanta school has to offer, and we can share amongst with that. Also, say you want to start your journey here with us in Virginia, you want to move to any of those systems, the transferability of credits, very seamless as long as you maintain the 2.0 GPA requirement and deliver your transcript as well. The classroom experience, I like to put it in the seat for my seat because I was a student here a long time ago. And it was very, again, small hands-on, but I love the one-on-one interaction that I had with my instructor. Also, I was inside of my field of study from day one. I was in my chef's uniform from day one. I also studied more on culinary math as opposed to math that might not be relevant into my industry. Same thing when it goes for the fashion industry or the photography business, whatever the case may be. We try to match all of our classes and electives within our field of study. We are a portfolio-driven curriculum with an innovative curriculum. Reason being is because all of our industries are, we're forever growing and they're always trying to see what's the next best thing. But also, with it being a portfolio-driven curriculum, we want to prepare our students and our graduates for the industry. So creating the proof that you know what to do inside of that industry kind of lends, the eyesight of the employer that you know what you're doing in that industry. Career matching is very important. It's more of pretty much connecting our students and our graduates with potential employers. Of course, the students have to do the legwork of actually going to, the interviews and doing the resumes, but we do help and guide you to create that portfolio, but also get you prepared for that awesome interview. Mentorships and internships are very important. It's actually a requirement for our curriculum to have an internship and an externship is at least 100 hours inside of your industry. Sometimes they're paid, sometimes they're not, but what it does is that it helps the students get prepared for their industries before they graduate. We do pride ourselves in assisting our students with their customized financial aid plan. Once you apply, we do set you up with an enrollment counselor, but also with a financial aid officer that's with you all the way until you graduate. For those of you that are military affiliated, maybe your parents or you had GI Bill benefits, we are a yellow ribbon school and you're able to utilize those benefits there. Here are a few scholarships that I like to emphasize, especially for the high school students. So those of you that are still in high school and you're in student organizations, or maybe you're just, maybe thinking about going into a student organization, definitely check out some of the scholarships that some of these organizations may qualify for. So we, of course, on the culinary side, we have CCAP, ProStart, Skills USA, FCCLA, and then on the design and fashion side, or just so much on the design side, we have FCCLA and FBLA. I would like to emphasize the High School Initiative and Early Acceptance Scholarship. This is a scholarship competition that we run every single year for the graduating class in high school. So just to kind of give you an idea, say for culinary wise, you would have to submit pretty much a 3-course menu. And if your menu is selected for the first place award, it's 50% off of your tuition right off the bat. Plus you also get any of the other financial aid you may qualify for stacked on top of that as well. This is also a course that we like to have. We run it every single year, which is actually, we run it year round, and it's geared towards high school juniors and seniors, and it's called College Bound. And what they are is it's year-round courses to develop study skills and study habits for college, but within the intro courses inside of our program. So we have photography, we have culinary, we have baking and pastry, fashion design, and it mirrors an introductory course that our actual freshmen take at our college. It's absolutely free, no cost to the student or their parents. You get to start building that portfolio that I mentioned beforehand. Plus, if you really do well in the program and you want to apply to any of our programs here, you can potentially earn proficiency credit towards that program there. And that's utilized at any of the AIs that I mentioned earlier. Again, it's a great way to save time and to save money. And it's really awesome to kind of jumpstart, to kind of get that little bit of a test drive before you go into a program. So the next few slides is pretty much going to be an overview of some of the artwork or some of the different types of, learning concepts that you might go into within the programs. And all of this artwork, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be pretty much the artwork of our students and of our recent graduates. So here we have examples of media arts, more so on the 2D and 3D animation side. But what's great about it is that students learn both animation styles, and then they can pick their concentration within either game design or visual effects. We also have graphic and web design, and this is more so something that we kind of take for granted in our everyday lives. Graphic design is literally everywhere, but we also have to incorporate it into the digital component because here we are, we're having a college fair virtually. So we want to make sure that we reach our customers or reach our clients within a virtual aspect as well. Digital photography, there's so many different forms of photography styles, and some of it can be used more towards fine arts, and some also could be used more towards on the marketing side. So of course we have fine art photography on the left right here, that awesome gentleman right there. And we also have on the marketing side, we have real estate photography. So it's heavily used in the area. Fashion, we do again have fashion design, but also fashion marketing, merchandising, and management, as well as fashion styling and fashion retailing. When we think of fashion, it's not just about the clothing that speaks to our customers. We have to learn how to be a little bit more innovative and how to reach to our customers differently, whether it's in a digital aspect or, maybe setting up a window to draw the eye of the consumer into our stores. And of course, the culinary arts and baking and pastry arts. I'm a little bit biased. I am an instructor for the culinary arts program, but I also lived and I breathed this industry. And our culinary arts curriculum is accredited by the American Culinary Federation. And we teach our students pretty much how to be professionals in the kitchen, both in baking and pastry and in savory. All righty, so that's pretty much the end of my presentation here. This is my contact information. I do invite students, parents, if they would like to request more information, maybe you want to visit us for an open house or you're really interested in that college-bound course. The left QR code is a great way to get that started. If you want to talk to a counselor, that is also a great way to do that. Also, please follow us on any of the social media platforms. And that's going to be on the QR code on the right. We do have a lot of different mixers. We're very well connected to the community. So definitely keep in touch with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Art Institute of Virginia Beach. We'd now like to turn over to our last presenter, Radford University, Carilion.
Even with practice, I still end up messing it up. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Wambe, and I am the Director of Admissions at Radford University, Carilion, and I'm excited to share a little bit about our unique campus with you. So we were founded in 1911 as the Lewis Gale School of Nursing. Radford University, Carilion has been educating healthcare professionals in the Roanoke Valley for over 100 years. We are Virginia's first hospital-affiliated college and the top producer of health profession graduates in Southwest Virginia, and top 10 for the Commonwealth. Our total student population is around 1,000. Here, our students are provided with rigorous real-world learning environment at one of the most forward-thinking academic health centers in the nation. Radford University and Carilion Clinic have created a private-public partnership that gives students access to state-of-the-art facilities, practicing clinicians, and offers clinical opportunities all within our campus facility. Radford University Carilion is the health science campus to Radford University. Our students are part of the Highlander community and have access to clubs, classes, activities, and even study abroad through the main campus. We are located in Roanoke, Virginia, a city of around 100,000, framed by the mountains of Virginia's Blue Ridge. The area offers over 600 miles of trails for those looking for outdoor adventure. Within walking distance from campus, students can find a lively downtown with museums, restaurants, shopping, and nightlife. The campus is located inside of Carilion Community Hospital in the heart of downtown. The city of Roanoke provides ample opportunities for both personal and professional internships and activities. We offer everything from certificates to doctoral programs at Radford University Carilion, but I want to take a minute to highlight some of our most popular undergraduate programs. Our occupational therapy assistant program is one of the oldest in the state and offers 100% career placement. Our biomedical sciences program prepares students for professional schools such as medical, dental, or physician's assistants programs, and offers 2 semesters of cadaver-based human gross anatomy. Our emergency services program is one of 13 in the nation. You have the opportunity for over 1,000 hours of patient care experience and also offers 100% career placement. Our medical laboratory science program offers clinical rotations in a level 1 trauma center. Graduates pursue jobs in immunology, test development, as well as clinical consulting. We offer 2 paths to the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. We have a traditional and an accelerated route. Our programs are direct admit and have an affiliation with Carilion Clinic, which offers a wide array of clinical experiences. By the time of graduation, you will have over 550 hours of clinical experience. Radford University Carilion also has the highest first-time NCLEX pass rate in the state of Virginia at 93%. We also offer a public health program which focuses on improving community health and wellness through education, advocacy, and service. At the time of graduation, you're eligible for the Certified Health Education Specialist credentialing. And lastly, we offer a respiratory therapy program, which offers a blend of classroom, laboratory, and clinical experiences using modern equipment and simulation labs. Graduates work in acute care facilities, sleep labs, and home health. This program is in such high need that our juniors are actually being offered full-time positions before they even reach their senior year. I always like to let people know that our programs are direct admit. This means you apply to every program individually. So whether or not you're a freshman or a transfer, we are looking for at least a 2.5 GPA. To give you an idea of the academic prowess of our students, the average GPA of first-time freshmen for this fall was a 3.6. So students come to Radford University Carilion for many reasons: high quality healthcare education, top faculty, small class size, state-of-the-art labs, but what they also find is a rich culture, active lifestyle, and people passionate about what they love to do, whether it's in the operating room or the Appalachian Trail. We offer study abroad opportunities, which include the chance to perform clinical work in either Italy or Colombia. Our clubs and organizations include the American Medical Student Association, as well as the Student Nursing Organization. We do offer housing across the street at the historic Patrick Henry. It is not required for students, but it is an amazing opportunity to live in the heart of downtown. At the Patrick Henry, you'll have access to a fitness center, on-site mail delivery, and private food vendors on the ground level. We are currently accepting applications for spring, summer, and fall. You can apply either through our Radford application or through the Common App, or you can just click that QR code, take a picture with your phone right now. I will say we are a separate application from Radford University main campus, so you can actually apply to both campuses if that's something you're interested in. We are currently welcoming students to campus for in-person visits, and I highly suggest you do so because, like I said, we are inside of a hospital facility, so it's a great way to know if that's the type of clinical environment you would like for your college career. I'm going to put my name and information in the chat if you have any other questions about this unique opportunity, but I look forward to the opportunity of welcoming you to our campus in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Radford University Carilion. We have a couple of minutes left, and I just wanted to pose a question to our panelists, invite them all to come back on, turn on their cameras, and ask them, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll answer it in the same order in which you presented. We'll start with Centra College.
So the biggest piece of advice that I give our students, again, we're a little bit more specialized within nursing. So the biggest piece of advice I give them is to read through the application very carefully, pay attention to deadlines and everything that's required for the application. For example, we have an online application, but just submitting the application is not the only thing that we require. There's an entrance test, high school transcripts need to be sent to a different place. There's many pieces to the application, so reading through everything carefully is my biggest piece of advice.
Thank you. And Roanoke College, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, so I guess the first thing that I would say is, definitely reach out to your admissions counselors if you have a question. That's the biggest thing that I realized from going to student to admissions counseling. It's like, we are your allies throughout this process, and like any questions that you guys may have is a valid question, and we're your professional friends throughout this process. And then something more Roanoke College specific is we have a lot of undecided students, but we also have people that are definitely wanting to go into a certain career path and then end up going somewhere completely different. And so it's okay, that's totally okay as well. So yes, those would be my two biggest pieces of advice.
Thank you very much. Randolph-Macon College, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, thank you. That it is okay to not like something. And so I think a lot of students are like, oh, I want to have that aha moment. This is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to go. Guilty as charged, and you get there and you don't like it, or your world's kind of rocked, and that's okay, because figuring out what you do like and you don't like, it's all really, really important going through the process. And there's so many institutions here who would love to chat with you and just help you through that. And so you've got a lot of help and a lot of support, but figuring out what you don't like might be a backwards way of backing into something really great. So that's my advice.
Thank you. Art Institute of Virginia Beach.
Yes, thank you. If I could give any advice, is to really, if you're genuinely interested in that college per se, go visit it. Visit the actual campus if they allow you to do it. Even if there was a virtual open house, which I know some of us definitely have some, take the time to, have your family involved with it, and definitely just ask the questions right there. Ask how the student life is. And, because this on here is a lot more condensed version than what it is for an open house, but pinpoint what you like Ms. Slater said, and definitely take a visit. That's a great way to get to know your college of choice.
Thank you very much. And Radford University Carilion, any advice for people going through the college search process?
Yes, utilize your admission counselor. We are here to assist you. I can't tell you how many times we've helped students figure out their path. I know a lot of students have an end result that they want to do. I often get, I want to go into dermatology. Well, there is no bachelor's degree in dermatology, but I can tell you 3 different ways to get there. Or if we're not the best place, I meet with my colleagues today on a daily basis, and I can help you find the right place. And that's really, it's any one of us. We're happy to help. Our job is to assist you throughout the college search process, whether it's with us or with another institution. Our goal is to help you be successful. So you use us.
Thank you very much. We have time for one more question. What is one thing you would want students to remember about your school in particular? Centra?
So I'm going to emphasize one thing I said earlier, and that is, if your end goal is to be a nurse, Centra is an amazing option, because the first half is in the classroom of your ADN program, but the second half you could be a full-time working nurse while you're finishing off your bachelor's degree. And again, at half the cost if you do both of the programs at Centra College.
Thank you very much, Centra College. Roanoke College.
Yeah, so I guess the most special thing about Roanoke is definitely the community. I'm from Guatemala, so a community-driven environment was very important for me when I was looking into my college search process. And definitely Roanoke is one of those places where you just show up and, going back to the advice that some of the admissions counselors were saying, like visit the school, because that's really how you get the feel of the environment. And so Roanoke is one of those places where it's definitely, community driven. And so it's, that would be the one thing that I would want people to remember about Roanoke.
Thank you very much. Randolph-Macon College, any advice or one thing to remember about your college?
Yeah, I love Randolph-Macon for a lot of reasons, but one of the things I have found, this is what I think, is that students get to choose widely at the college. They get to be a nurse and a tennis player. They can be a pre-med major or a communication studies major and in the show choir. And so it's really, it's an and at the college. And I love that. I love that you don't have to give up academics or extracurricular or one for the other. You really get to thrive in both of those things and follow your passions throughout your 4 years at the college. So.
Thank you. And Radford University Carilion, anything you'd want your students to remember about your school?
Yes. So if you are looking to be a part of a mid-sized kind of public institution where you have lots of opportunities, but are also passionate about healthcare and helping people, then just keep Radford University Carilion in mind. We are a unique opportunity right here in Southwest Virginia, with lots of opportunities for you to meet your goals.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. When you leave this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for additional sessions. You'll be able to find a recording of this session as well as all of the session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. I put that in the chat. Hopefully you had a chance to access that. Thank you to all of our presenters and to everyone. Have a great day or a great evening, depending on where you're at. Thank you.